Hello, and welcome to the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network School community. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is such a long time coming, you guys. I have spent my entire life learning about everything from the sciences, the metaphysical, to my practices in psychic medium and intuitive work, animal communication, studying religious and spiritual practices from around the world, and history and how it all fits together. I've spent a lifetime struggling myself through money struggles, relationship struggles, manifesting struggles, and I've compiled all of that into where we are right now, into the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network, because in all of that, I discovered in wanting to simplify transforming out of struggle and suffering, in wanting to simplify the power of manifesting, I broke it down into its simplest form. I'm sure there's more that I will have yet to discover. But the really cool thing is, I discovered that here in this material world, it's all about our choices, our habits and patterns of choices of feeling, thought, perception, and then action. But that's only one aspect to us. We are eternal consciousness that currently has our vibrational frequency slowed down enough that we can live in the illusion temporarily of the physical world. And I've spent most of my 16 plus coaching career working on how to blend these, on how to help those of you who are not believing in anything you might call Ooga Booga. Maybe you're atheist or agnostic. I'm a science person myself. I grew up in a science family. But here's the thing. Science and spirituality are not, and I repeat, not mutually exclusive. And so if we're going to live our best life, stand in our power, and manifest consciously and in alignment with ourselves, the best versions of who we are, to create the joy and fulfillment and love and abundance that we so desire. Why? Because it's who and what we are on the other side. Then we have to treat ourselves as the whole beings that we are. And not just ourselves, the rest of the earth, the rest of nature, because we're all one. So the My Powerful Choices Awareness Network community is a safe and sacred space where those of you who are seeking change and transformation, those of you who want to learn to be conscious manifestors with ease and grace, those of you who want to learn to transform out of struggle and suffering, and who want to awaken their intuition. For those of you who maybe want to learn to communicate with animals or nature, maybe you want to learn mediumship, or you want to understand metaphysics so you're not afraid of it. Or maybe you want to understand how the religious principles you grew up with really match and align with you. This community is for people in that entire spectrum. Why? Because we are physical, we are mental and emotional, and we are energetic. We are essentially electromagnetic conscious energy. That's what we are. And here in this form, it becomes a little more complicated because we also have to deal with the mental and the emotional. And we have to deal with the fact that manifesting is harder because the vibrational frequency is slower. So I have combined in my coaching and my working with people, in my digital courses, in my online courses, in my readings, in my coaching sessions, in everything that I share with you, I have made a point to not leave any aspect of those spectrums out. And truth be told, I'm sure I'm leaving more out, and that will continue to grow and evolve as we do. But there needs to be a safe place where you guys have confirmation and affirmation that science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. They're two different sides. And that, we have to experience them perhaps differently. But as we awaken our intuition and remember who you truly are as a soul, you then have the ability to use your mind as a tool This is where the neuroscience and the mindfulness and the mindset work that I coach comes into practice. Using information and science-based material from the greatest experts in the world throughout history, I use those with my coaching clients. And I also help people to awaken their intuition, remembering who you are as a soul. If you want to take that intuition beyond just everyday practical, okay, should I do this or that? Should I make this decision or that decision? Oh, I've got a bad gut feeling here. Then you can do that. You can step into the metaphysical. You can learn mediumship. You can learn intuitive psychic work. You can learn animal communication and healing. But maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to learn to trust your intuition, build confidence, trust yourself, learn better communication skills, build happier, healthier relationships, and learn why your manifesting doesn't seem to be working and how to step into your power. Not just a little bit of it, but all of it. That's what this community is for. We're taking off in June 2026. And as time goes on, not only are members going to move over from my other memberships and communities, but new people are going to join us. You're going to have free all the way up to high paid options in this community, depending on what you want and are ready for and what you can afford. You're going to have the options for readings, to have free workshops and seminars. You're going to have the opportunity to purchase, if you want, materials, guidebooks, online courses. You're going to have the opportunity for $47 a month to join us in both a mindset and manifesting mastermind and an awakening your intuition mastermind. This way, you've got both of these aspects of yourself working together as the whole being that you are here and meant to be. And the options are completely up to you. You're going to have the option for private coaching if you desire. But as you pick and choose whatever you feel you want and need at the time, this community will support your questions. There's so much overwhelming information out there. And this community is to help you be able to interact with like-minded individuals, because maybe you come to a meet your spirit guides, or you come to a manifesting session or workshop. But then when you go back out to the world, nobody understands you. Nobody gets what you're saying. This community is going to get what you're saying and support you. And within it, I'm going to put all these different tools, techniques, and processes for you to utilize however and whenever you choose. So I want to thank you for joining our Skool community. I want you to keep your eyes open, because as June comes in, we're going to start pouring these materials and these guidebooks and these courses into Skool. You're going to be able to interact and ask questions. Maybe you go to a workshop or a seminar, or you get caught up in something you think doesn't feel right. You can bring that to our community and you can ask me about it. And I can show you how to trust your own intuition, how to make sure you're staying in alignment and you're not getting distracted or taken advantage of. It's going to be a nice, safe community for your evolution. Whether you're into the mindset stuff, or whether you're into the spiritual, metaphysical, or whether you now realize that you are all of that combined. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on Skool. If you are interested in participating in the $47 a month membership, which includes 2 masterminds a week, one that focuses on manifesting and mindset, and the other that focuses on awakening your intuition and the spiritual and metaphysical aspect of things, such as meditation, learning to get present, then you can message me in Skool, or you can email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. If you are feeling stuck, you're never stuck. I do offer a 20-minute free discovery call. It is not a reading, and it is not a sales call. It is an assessment of what you need, where you will leave with the 3 next steps of what you need to do next, so you can get some clarity. If you decide you want to work with me further, and I have some things to offer you that will be a part of those next 3 steps, then that's something you can inquire about, or perhaps I will offer you. I offer maybe about 40 to 50% of the people an opportunity to work with me. If not, either way, you're going to leave with 3 steps of what to do next. For now, relax, enjoy. More and more is coming. Thank you so much for joining our beautiful community here on Skool, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.